Nestled amidst rolling hills and vibrant green fields lay the village of Suryanagar. The people lived in harmony with nature, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of the land. The air was always filled with the songs of birds and the laughter of children playing. Lush fields stretched as far as the eye could see, a testament to the villagers' hard work and dedication. At the heart of the village stood a magnificent banyan tree, its branches reaching towards the heavens like protective arms. But beyond the familiar fields and the comforting shade of the banyan tree lay a dense and forbidding jungle. The villagers regarded this jungle with a mixture of awe and trepidation. It was a place of mystery, home to a myriad of creatures, both beautiful and dangerous. The jungle was their provider and their protector, a source of life and a realm of the unknown. The elders would often gather the children under the banyan tree, sharing tales of the jungle's wonders and its perils. Deep within the heart of the jungle lay a place shrouded in shadow and fear. The villagers called it the Dark Grove, a place where sunlight struggled to penetrate the dense canopy of leaves. It was said that the air hung heavy with an unnatural silence, broken only by the rustle of unseen creatures. No birds sang in the Dark Grove, and no animals ventured near its borders. Legends whispered of a hunter named Bhairav, a man consumed by greed and a lust for the hunt. It was said that Bhairav knew no fear, venturing deeper and deeper into the jungle in pursuit of his prey. He would boast of his kills, displaying his trophies with a cruel pride that chilled the hearts of the villagers. They warned him against disturbing the balance of nature, but Bhairav paid no heed to their pleas. One fateful day, driven by his insatiable greed, Bhairav ventured into the heart of the Dark Grove. He sought the most elusive of prey, a magnificent white tiger said to be the guardian of the jungle. The villagers pleaded with him to reconsider, but their words fell on deaf ears. Blinded by pride and the thrill of the hunt, Bhairav ignored their warnings and disappeared into the shadows of the Dark Grove. Days turned into weeks, and Bhairav did not return. Some whispered that he had finally met his match in the white tiger, while others believed that the jungle itself had claimed him as punishment for his transgressions. The villagers mourned the loss of the white tiger, its spirit a sacred protector of their land. They believed that Bhairav, in his final act of cruelty, had unleashed a darkness upon the jungle. As time passed, a strange unease settled over Suryanagar. Crops withered and died, animals fell ill, and a series of misfortunes befell the villagers. Fear gripped their hearts as whispers of a curse spread like wildfire. The elders spoke of an ancient legend, a tale of a spirit guardian whose wrath was swift and terrible. They feared that Bhairav, in death, had become one with the darkness he had unleashed. Strange and unsettling occurrences plagued the village. Unexplained noises echoed through the night, shadows seemed to move on their own, and a palpable sense of dread hung in the air. The villagers avoided the jungle, their once harmonious relationship with nature now tainted by fear and uncertainty. The Dark Grove, once a place of awe and mystery, had become a symbol of their collective fear. Among the villagers lived a young boy named Aryan, known for his kind heart and courageous spirit.
I have always been drawn to the jungle, spending hours listening to the elders' stories and exploring its safer edges. I respect the power of nature, understanding that true strength lies in balance and harmony.
When the curse fell upon Suryanagar, Aryan refused to succumb to fear. He believed that there had to be a way to appease the restless spirit and lift the curse from his village.
One evening, as the villagers huddled together in fear, an elderly woman named Lila approached Aryan. Lila was known for her wisdom and her connection to the spiritual world. She had heard of Aryan's courage and his love for the jungle.
Lila believed that Aryan was the only one who could lift the curse. She presented him with a small, intricately carved wooden talisman, its surface worn smooth with time. Lila explained that the talisman was a symbol of respect and peace, a beacon of light in the darkness.
She told Aryan that he needed to venture into the heart of the Dark Grove and offer the talisman to the restless spirit of Bhairav. It was a perilous journey, fraught with danger, but Aryan did not hesitate.
I know that the fate of my village rests on my shoulders, and I am determined to restore balance to our world.
Armed with the talisman and his unwavering courage, Aryan set off into the jungle. The villagers watched him go, their hearts filled with a mixture of hope and trepidation. They knew that Aryan was their only hope, and they prayed for his safe return. As Aryan ventured deeper into the jungle, the air grew heavy with a palpable sense of dread. The once familiar sounds of the forest were replaced by an eerie silence, broken only by the sound of his own heartbeat. Section 7. Face to face with fear. The trees of the dark grove seemed to reach towards him with grasping branches, their leaves blocking out the sun. The air was thick with the smell of decay and the feeling that he was being watched. Aryan as S1. Despite my fear, I pressed onward, gripping the talisman tightly. He repeated Lila's words like a mantra, his voice a small beacon of courage in the oppressive silence. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Aryan stumbled into a clearing. The air was heavy with an unnatural stillness, and a cold wind whipped around him. And there, in the center of the clearing, he saw it, a swirling vortex of energy, dark and menacing. He could feel the anger and the pain emanating from it, and he knew that he was face to face with the restless spirit of Bhairav. Section 8. The Power of Respect. Terror threatened to overwhelm him, but Aryan stood his ground. He remembered Lila's words and held up the talisman. It pulsed with a warm light, a stark contrast to the swirling darkness before him. Aryan as S1. Taking a deep breath, I spoke to the spirit, my voice trembling slightly but filled with conviction. I spoke of the villagers' fear, their suffering, and their desire to live in harmony with the jungle once more. I spoke of the white tiger, a creature of beauty and power, and expressed my sorrow for its loss. I spoke of Bhairav's greed and the darkness it had unleashed, but I also spoke of forgiveness and the possibility of redemption. He placed the talisman on the ground, an offering of peace and a symbol of respect for the spirit world. Section 9. The curse lifted. As Aryan finished speaking, a profound silence descended upon the clearing. The swirling vortex of energy seemed to pulsate, its movement slowing as if considering his words. Then slowly it began to shrink, the darkness receding until it was nothing more than a faint glimmer. A sense of peace settled over the clearing, a stark contrast to the oppressive atmosphere that had pervaded it moments before. The air grew warmer, the oppressive silence replaced by the gentle chirping of crickets and the rustling of leaves. A soft breeze rustled through the trees, carrying with it the scent of wildflowers and damp earth. The transformation was nothing short of miraculous. Aryan watched in amazement as the first rays of sunlight broke through the dense canopy, bathing the clearing in a warm glow. Section 10. A Lesson Remembered. Aryan returned to Suryanagar not as a boy but as a hero. He told the villagers of his encounter with Bhairav's spirit and the lessons he had learned. Aryan as S1, the villagers rejoiced, their hearts filled with gratitude for the young boy who had faced his fears and lifted the curse from their land. From that day forward, the Dark Grove was no longer a place of fear, but a place of reverence. The villagers learned from their mistakes, vowing to honor the delicate balance of nature and to respect all creatures, great and small. They understood that true courage lay not in conquest, but in compassion and understanding. And so, the village of Suryanagar thrived, its people living in harmony with the jungle, their lives a testament to the enduring power of courage, respect, and the interconnectedness of all living things.